Eric Murphy. The film is Trafficant, the Congressman of CRIMETOWN, and it's a portrait of former Congressman Jim Trafficant. My grandfather worked 41 years at Republic Steel in Warren, and when the mills collapsed, he lost his pension, much like everyone there did. And around my grandmother's dinner table, you would hear Jesus Christ, JFK, and Jim Trafficant, and not always in that order. So he was a folk hero. He was part of the fabric. I went to Warren JFK. I went to Youngstown State, and then I moved to Los Angeles in 2001 to go to graduate school at Loyola Marymount. When I got to graduate school, I made a short film on Tim Ryan's Senate campaign. And I got Ed O'Neill, who's a Youngstown guy, wrote him a letter, said, hey, I'm from Youngstown. I wrote this character based on Trafficant for you to play. Will you play it? And I got a phone call like 2 days later on my answering machine when people still had like an answering machine with the cordless phone, and said, Eric, this is Ed O'Neill. I got your letter. Let's talk about doing this movie. There are different kinds of documentary, and a very popular one is the verite. Well, ours really isn't a verite documentary. Ours was more like a found footage documentary where I had to go into the historical archives in Youngstown, literally dig through unmarked boxes, unmarked tapes, and archive, or like an archaeologist, dig out these gems and these big boulders of tapes and just lean on them and crack them until you find these diamonds. The Mahoning Valley Historical Society has really been a partner, and we've worked hand in glove with them, and they've bent over backwards and really allowed me to sit in their building and just go through everything. We couldn't have made this movie without the Kickstarter support. We ran 2 Kickstarter campaigns. We did one in 2011. We raised $25,000, which was an incredibly humbling experience to ask everyone you know for money and everyone you didn't know. I think what helped us was that we had a very compelling trailer for a very compelling character with some real name recognition in it. It's a high honor and a real privilege to come home and show it. We targeted this festival. We wanted to play here. When we got the call, yes, let's go home. We want to show it there first. Last night we had our world premiere. My mom and her girlfriends came, my high school buddies. That's what means the most to me, is that the people who have been behind me from the beginning got to see it for the first time. We just finished it last week and FedExed the hard drive here. And then we flew overnight, and then you see it up on the big screen. So it's very surreal, kind of like everything's spinning very fast, and just trying to breathe and take it all in, because I know that all of this is so fleeting.